Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. My name is Jared Lee, and I'm joined, as usual, by my lovely wife, Jamie Lee. So, Jamie, how you doing?
I am doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. You know, one thing over the years that we have accumulated, because they're pretty cool, are Lego sets.
Yeah.
You've gotten me some, I've gotten you some.
Yes.
And also what happens with us, at least, is really looking forward to these Lego sets, but it's hard to find the time to build them.
Yeah.
They take time, and like with little kids, I was getting involved, which is fine. Like some of them are good, but was it me or your mom that got it for you, the Back to the Future DeLorean?
You did.
Okay. So, yeah, I had gotten you the Back to the Future because that's your favorite movie.
Mm-hmm.
The DeLorean Lego set, I think that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's like the full scale of the DeLorean with like different pieces. You can make it to where if it's like from the first movie, or you can change out pieces to make it from like the second movie because it changes a little bit. And I had stuck it in our closet along with the Captain America shield I got you.
And I still haven't put that together.
And he hasn't put that together. And
Nor
I was like,
have I put together the Bumblebee yet. It's in the process right here, but it's not done yet.
Well, and I was like, you know what? It's summer. Everything is just kind of like chill right now at home. Like, so starting, I think 2 days ago, I was like, you know what? I'm going to start this. I'm going to start this DeLorean. And I finished it today and I love it. So if you're in the video, you might be able to see it behind me. So yeah, it's kind of right behind me if you're watching the video. But yeah, it's like, obviously it's smaller. It's not as small as I thought it was going to be.
Way bigger than I thought it was going to be.
And it's very complex. Like I don't even know.
I'm pretty sure Lego engineers, although I am curious if it's people or if they have some sort of like computer program that they put into design and it like breaks out the Lego pieces.
Probably parts.
Because when you put those together, oh my gosh, it is intricate.
Yeah. But it's so fun. It's so fun. And our daughter was like, can I help you? I'm like, yes. But this is something I love very much. So if I want to do it, you're just going to have to be like, okay.
And she likes doing Legos as well. Yeah. But she likes to do them as quickly as she can. And then she wants to do more. So for her, it's like all about putting it together, not the finished product as much.
See, I like the process too. I like actually putting it together and like taking my time. Like I love that. So I don't have like a rush to the finish line kind of thing like she does. But
yeah,
I don't know. It's fun. I love Legos and I want to grow our Lego collection, you know, maybe slowly, but it was nice to do that one more time or, you know, because I haven't done it in a long time with Legos.
Yeah, I need to get mine. I just don't know where to put the Captain America shield. I don't think I can display it behind us. I'll have to figure out a place for it.
Put it on the wall. Just like actually get like nails, like put it on the wall.
Nails?
Yeah, like hang it on the wall.
Oh, I thought you meant like nail through it.
No, just like hang it on the wall, like a picture.
Yeah. You know, I like doing Legos. I don't like the Lego prices on some of these things.
Well, that's for sure.
Like what is the Hogwarts Castle? It's like $800.
It's so much. Last time I checked, it was like $8.99 or
some of these are
$8.49.
Wild.
It's crazy.
But,
and then the Toothless just came out.
Oh yeah,
from How I Met Your
Dragon. That's a new sitcom.
It's a new sitcom that's coming out. How to Train Your Dragon, and it's really cute. It's not very big, but I would definitely love to have that.
Well, maybe we'll get more. I'm sure. We just need to do the ones we have first, and then we'll get more because then we don't run into having 20 Lego sets we haven't put together yet. But
that's true.
Yeah, so I will probably do mine as well. I want to see the Bumblebee and do all that stuff. So we'll get those done there. But no, in terms of the show, there's a little bit of Disney news we're going to talk about today.
Not much.
Not a ton. And then we're going to have, I think, a mini Trip Tales. Jamie's going to talk about when she went to Disney last week with her mom about some of the things that she saw, the new Disney shows, what she thinks about those, some food reviews as well. And then we're going to rank our, like, the best shows at Disney World.
Yeah, like each park. We'll be like, okay, what do we think is like the best show at each park? Because there are a lot of shows at Disney. But some are better than the others.
What? Yeah, that's true. I'm not a show person, but there are a few I really do enjoy, and then other ones I would just rather not do. But.
And we can also talk about like how the new ones will fit into the current rankings for like Hollywood Studios. And the answer may surprise you.
Is that a tease?
That was a tease.
You're learning. You're learning the ways of the podcast. I don't know. The radio podcast anyways.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we get to the news, just to remind everybody, if you're watching us on YouTube, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. And if you're not watching us and you would like to, we have video versions of the show over on YouTube at CTM Podcast. So you can check us out over there. We have shows and clips that you can check out. And of course, if you're listening on good old trusty audio podcast form, you can find us on all the major platforms. We are on those. And if you're able to, first off, please subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate that. But leave us a review if you can. That helps us to continue to grow the show. And of course, if you want some fantastic theme park apparel, check out ctmapparelco.com. And that is our apparel company where we print everything in-house. We don't use third-party printers. We design it ourselves. We ship it out to you. Jamie carefully ships it out each order.
Carefully.
And you get some high-quality shirts that will last you for years, very comfortable shirts. And we always have new designs. We got some new Epic Universe designs in the shop and working on new ones as well. So for this month, you again go to ctmapparelco.com and use the very inventive promo code JUNE, which I made up because I could not think of anything else that was fun. That'll get you 20% off of your order. Plus, if you order $49 or more, you get free shipping on top of that. So you can get some good savings there. So again, ctmapparelco.com and use the promo code JUNE to get 20% off of your order and get yourself some great, very comfortable shirts. I'm a t-shirt snob. These are very comfortable shirts. So go do that if you would like, if you would be obliged to, as I suppose. All right, well, let's get to the news. So the first, really, only a few here that we have, but first bit of news we have is construction and refurbishment updates, because there's a lot of these going on.
Yeah, and this isn't even an exhaustive list. This is just what I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Astro Orbiter is rebuilt now and almost reopened. So it's supposed to be down through the summer, I believe. So it should be open, soon. We don't have a firm date yet, but it's coming. So
I still say the downside of that is how you get onto that ride.
Yeah,
it just takes forever with the elevators.
Yep, it sure does. Test track is another one. It's getting closer to opening. Construction walls are down, so you can see the sign, you can see the entrance, but it is not actually open yet. So they said this summer. They said summer for this to reopen. So hopefully it's sooner than later.
Yeah. I mean, it's more specific than just saying sometime it'll open.
So late 2025.
They do like to say late a lot of times. I think they give themselves a lot of wiggle room there.
Yes. The Cool Ship kiosk has been removed for now, and that's in Tomorrowland. That's that mister thing that mists in Tomorrowland.
So they decided to take that out during the hottest months of the year.
It's okay. It's okay. It's a planning.
When should we refurb the cooling station, guys? How's the July sound? You're like, perfect. I don't think anybody appreciates this in the middle of July.
Well, there's that whole area that is actually under refurbishment. So the ground, it's all dirt. So they took it out for now. Lots of construction. Main Street Railroad Station is in process of being retiled. So that part where you can walk out and you can look over into Town Square. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's all blocked off now. You can't go over there.
Didn't they just redo that not that long ago?
I don't remember.
There's been multiple different.
I don't remember.
Well, because the railroad was closed for 5 years.
Yeah, you
would have thought they would have done it during there, but okay.
Nah, Jared, nah.
No,
the Polynesian Resort, the entrance is under heavy construction, and I'm not going to go into too much about exactly what's going on, but they're basically reconfiguring that whole intersection, because the entrance to Polynesian Village, and I'm talking about where the Great Ceremonial House is, it's at the corner of is it Great Floridian Way and Western Way?
I think. I don't remember the exact roads.
I think it's so it's that juncture, and they're widening it, they're refiguring it. It's all going to be different. So that is completely right in front of the ceremonial house. It is dirt. There's no cars there or anything. So parking is probably not going to be great for a little bit if you're staying at Poly.
Yeah. Which is already sometimes an issue there.
Yeah. Hall of Presidents lobby has reopened. The attraction is still closed though.
I don't understand that.
Why?
Why open the lobby if the attraction isn't open?
Because it's got the seal and it's got the stuff about the president's stuff inside the lobby, so people can go in and look at it, and it's AC, so people will go in there and just chill. Literally. Is there
any word on whenever they're going to reopen the actual attraction? Because obviously it was shut down due to a new president.
Right. No word yet. I mean, it took a year and a half last time. So
You talking about with Biden or Trump?
with Trump when he was in the
I
first
know.
year.
How long
first
did it
time.
take him with Biden?
I don't remember. It was like a year. I mean,
Okay.
it was or 10 months or something. Like it was a while. So who knows? I mean, they still had. I don't know how. I mean, I guess they don't have to do much because he's already made unless they do a new one.
I do think they need to redo it.
Yeah,
I think clearly we'll just say we don't get political, but I think it was clearly designed for somebody else in mind initially. And
it does kind of.
And then
look
they were like,
that.
"Oh, let's go." Yeah, I think
Yeah.
because it doesn't look quite right.
Yeah. Donald Duck is not meeting in Mexico right now, while concrete work is going on in the pavilion. So at EPCOT. So if you want to meet Donald Duck at EPCOT, he's not going to be over there in the sombrero.
How dare he?
Grand Park in Hollywood Studios has construction walls up. This is the area with Muppets 3D, or Muppet Vision 3D. Sorry, Pizza Rizzo, Mama Melrose, that whole section over there. It is completely closed now. Like can't get over there.
Yeah, they had the final day a couple of days ago. Jim Henson's daughter was there, which I thought was nice to see her there.
Yeah.
But one thing that doesn't make any sense to me, they took out across the way, like the ride, the whole area just shut down, but they got rid of the penny presses that were for like Muppet Vision and stuff. I don't understand that. Like, just leave that there.
Just leave it there.
Like, at least for the time being. Like,
Right.
I think, too, it's like they also took off any of the URLs on the website that have reference to the Muppets. Like, this is kind of stuff I think when you change things over, obviously you're going to have a lot of people are upset about Muppets going away.
Yeah.
It's like, why not have a web page up that just sort of celebrates what the attraction was? Like, obviously it's Jim Henson's last project. Like, I don't know. It just seems, I can definitely see how people feel like it comes across as heartless. You just yank it away and then act like it never happened. It's gone from the map and you can't even get pennies there anymore. It just seems odd.
I understand taking it off the map and taking off the website, but to take out the penny machine, that is a little sudden and unnecessary.
I get taking off the website as a attraction you can see now, but it's just leaving it up as here's what was here sort of thing, like celebrating what was there. I think that would go a long ways with people.
They don't really do that with anything, so I don't see them doing it with this.
They should, though.
Okay. Well, Grand Avenue is still open and accessible, and that's like where the old Streets of America is into Galaxy's Edge and over like by Baseline and all that. And that ice cold hydraulics place, that food stand kind of, it is still open. It's not closed yet. I don't think it's closing at all.
They want to sell you drinks.
They want to sell you stuff, yeah. So it's still open. Lakeshore Lodge is coming along nicely. That is the DVC tower that's going up by Fort Wilderness. It's up to 9 stories now. And there's actually framing that is being brought in for the 14 tent-shaped waterfront cabins.
Okay.
They are shaped like tents.
Are they tents, though?
No, they are cabins.
Okay.
They are cabins, but I have a feeling they're going to look like tents.
Do you think they'll save money on AC by saying it's a camping experience and no AC?
I hope they don't do that.
Like, we're going for a realistic feel, not to save money on the AC, guys.
No, I hope they don't do that. But anyway, that's going on over there. And like I said, there's little bits and pieces of construction going on like all over property. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is still under construction. They're making progress on it. The Cars expansion is going to close. Rivers of America, Tom Sawyer Island, and the boat is all going to be closed forever starting July 6th. What else? What else is going on? I mean, there's tons. Dinoland, in Animal Kingdom. They're working on the Encanto stuff going in there. And then, It's Tough to Be a Bug has been closed for a couple months and they're working on that. So yeah, lots of stuff going on. Lots of
construction and more construction to come.
More to come.
So yeah.
Yes.
All right, that's the update on construction land.
Yes.
That has been construction land.
But it will influence you if you're coming this summer, for sure. A lot of these things will still be closed or still going on when you're here. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right, the next bit of news we have is annual pass holders can now meet Dopey in the Germany Pavilion at EPCOT as part of the VIP pass holder days this summer.
Yeah, so through July 31st, he will be meeting in Der Teddy Bar from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. in the Germany Pavilion. And right now it's just a line, just a regular standby line, but they might implement a virtual queue if it is needed. like if it gets too busy.
Do you think it's going to be needed?
They haven't used it yet. It's been going on like 2 days now. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see about that.
Yeah, I feel like
it's dopey though.
I feel like meet and greets usually they're the most popular when they first open.
Yeah, I mean, this is, like I said, this is just brand new, and you have to know he's there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if he shows up in the app yet, or if people don't pay attention to the emails or the push notifications that telling them that he's there, they may not know.
But you have to be a pass holder to be able to do it.
You have to be a pass holder to do it, yes.
Yeah, that probably helps with the lines a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of meet and greets, something that's interesting, that's
Okay.
not really news, is remember when Disney announced Bluey was going to have a meet and greet this summer?
This past winter.
Well, they announced it would be what they said. It was like in December. They said in the coming months be more details, but Bluey would be coming to Disneyland and Disney World.
Yeah,
there has not been a peep about that. It
been
is on
6 months
select
now.
Disney Cruise Line voyages out of Australia and New Zealand, I think.
they did do that. Yeah,
But they haven't put it in the parks. I'm starting to think that there was some sort of licensing thing for the theme parks that either they overlooked or they maybe assumed they had, because at one point it was like in Sesame Park, which is owned by the company that owns, I think it's Merlin, who owns SeaWorld. But that was last summer, though. There was only showed up like during a parade, like 1 or 2 times.
Oh, okay.
I'm starting to think there's some sort of issue, because I think undoubtedly with all the stuff they're featuring this summer with meet and greets and things, they would have had Bluey headlining that.
Oh my gosh, if Bluey is coming, like if they have a date for it and it's happening, they're gonna promote that like crazy.
Right. And so I think there's something with the theme park rights.
There's something.
Because I think even Scott Gustin had a thing on Twitter X about it, saying hadn't heard anything about it, and that was in December of last year. And they said in the coming months there would be more to follow. Now that could mean multiple. I mean, that could be 36 months, I suppose, technically. But the assumption there was that it was going to be coming very soon.
Yeah.
But I think it would be very popular.
I do too. Very, very popular.
So that's kind of a weird, strange one there. Who knows whether we'll hear anything about it, but
right.
That is all. But that's all the news, though, that we have.
Yeah.
Like I said, very light on the news.
Very light.
So we're going to go into Jamie Tales.
Jamie Tales. Aw.
I don't know. I just
That
made
makes
that up.
me sound so little and tiny like a squirrel.
Well, yeah, I guess. Is that good or bad?
That's great.
Oh, okay. Jamie's happy with Jamie Tales. All right. So first thing we'll talk about, you checked out the new shows. And
the
you
new
tried
shows at Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, you tried some food options. So we'll talk with the shows first. So
okay.
Let's talk about The Little Mermaid, a musical adventure.
Yeah, so this and Disney Villains and Fairly Ever After both opened on May 27th to everybody. They were doing some previews before that, but it has been officially open for a couple of weeks now. And I got to watch it. My mom and I went and we saw this one and the other one, I guess a week ago now. And so first of all, the sign outside is really good. It's really pretty. Now, I do miss having the big billboard sign outside at the very top. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
There's nothing there now. They took that down from the old show and they haven't put anything else back up. So, like, if you had never been to Hollywood Studios, you may not even know it's there unless you first walk into Animation Courtyard and like, oh, there it is, because the big sign is like right in front of the attraction entrance. So like, I wish they bring that back. But anyway, so you get in line just like you used to, and you can enter the holding room. And do you remember the holding room used to have all those cool like nautical pieces, like the netting and the shells and the lifesaver.
It was a
wheels.
long time I've done that. I don't recall it. I know we've done it before. I just don't recall much about it.
So they did. I don't know if it's been slowly taken away as the years have gone by or they just took them out completely, but it's just a regular room it's just painted like a teal color, like floorboard.
I'm pretty sure I heard years ago they gutted that entire thing and got rid of a bunch of stuff in there.
All
so
right.
I'm probably most of that stuff is gone.
Okay. Well, I missed that part. I'm not going to lie. But okay. So into the theater. The theater looks very similar. The only thing that's really changed, I believe, is the stage. So from the difference between now and then is that now there is a screen in front of the stage. So you have the actual stage, the physical stage, then you have a screen behind it, and then now you have a screen in front of it. And the screen is very, like, you can see through it, obviously, but it is used for projections.
Okay.
Okay. So there's like multi-layered projections along with physical, like live action acting, like characters and stuff. So it's like it's combining all of those elements together. Okay. So they did add a couple scenes. They added Kiss the Girl, that's the with the singing and the boat and everything, which I think was a good move. I think it needed it. And they extended the fight scene between Ursula and Eric. So the old show just showed like video of from the movie. That's all it showed, like the Ursula going down and the waters and all that stuff. This time they showed it like you can see them fighting Ursula, but everything is in slow motion and like lightning. So like you see it lightning and they're like moving slow motion. It's like really, it's hard to explain unless you saw it and be like, oh, okay, I get it. I thought it was a good way to like show that scene without having to show all of it, you know? It combines the use of puppets and screens. And for characters like Sebastian, Flounder, Ursula, like them, they are projections and puppets. So like sometimes they're on the screen, sometimes they're puppets. So it just goes back and forth. I do want to talk about something I did not like. I did not like Ariel's tail.
Why did you not like her tail?
It looks clunky. Now I understand why.
Is it potato sackish?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda. It's real like bunchy. I know it's okay. So it looks like she's swimming. Like it looks like she is swimming at the beginning and then she goes to her little rock, but she's in a harness and I'm guessing the tail hides the harness.
Probably.
And it looks like she's like almost like sitting on something.
Probably is. Yeah.
But you know, there's just, so the tail has to fit over that or however that works. So that's the difference between how it used to be. I like the old tail, but I understand why they're doing it this way now. One thing that I do love that they're missing now is the waves, the laser waves over the crowd.
They got rid of the lasers?
There's no more laser waves.
No, God!
Yeah.
Lasers are the best. Why would you get rid of lasers?
That was the most 90s thing ever. And I knew we were gonna get rid of it.
I want a comeback of laser shows. Listen, virtual reality has been in and out of things since the 80s. I feel like lasers provide a unique thing. More lasers, I'd say.
More lasers. You know, obviously updated lighting, updated like technology in general, which it badly needed. It's all great things. It's 18 minutes long showtime. As of Tuesday, they started doing posted showtimes. So before it was just going to run continuously through the day. Now they're actually doing showtimes.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if they're just like, it's too much for the actors. Like it's just too many performances every day. I don't know. Maybe they'll end up doing like a running just like over and over. I don't know. But you will have posted showtimes for the show.
Okay. And what do you think of the show? Like, especially compared to the old one?
Okay. Compared to the old one, I thought it was better. I think this version is much better. Again, updated technology, updated storytelling elements that I liked. And again, I'm not going to like spoil everything for everybody, but just to say that like I would definitely put this over the older one, except for those laser waves. Miss those laser waves, yeah. But you did have bubbles. They did release bubbles into the crowd.
Well, what would you spoil about it if people know the movie?
Just how they incorporate things together, like the screens and stuff. And like, I just want people to like see it for themselves, basically. But having the screen in front of the live action, like I said, it didn't hinder anything, and it did help with like Under the Sea. You know how it comes out, and they have some of the puppets come out. It's also screen integrated, and it's hard to tell the difference between some of those elements, which is a good thing. But it's very colorful, and it was fun. It was a great show. Like the only complaints I have is the laser waves and the tail.
Okay.
Those are really my only complaints. Is this something I would do every time? I mean, no, but it's great I think kids will love it. Our kids will love it.
Was it busy?
Yes. It was a 30-minute wait, 40, 30, something like that when we got in line, and we waited about that for the next show. And we got in close to the end of the last, we probably got in the last 20, 30 people to enter to the seats. So, but we had good seats and everything, and like I said, it was great. It was nice AC. It was nice to get out of the heat. Enjoyable show. So, like, I liked it.
Okay.
I liked it a lot.
All right.
So, yeah.
We'll ask you where you rank it later on.
Okay.
With the other stuff.
Okay.
We'll move on to talk about the other show in Hollywood Studios, which is Disney Villains Unfairly Ever After. And the description of this show, because it's new.
Do you want to read it?
I'll read it.
Okay.
Enter the realm of the magic mirror, where dozens of villains are trapped. They want the mirror to reveal the truth, which villain has been treated the most unfairly of them all. Watch as Cruella de Vil, Captain Hook, and Maleficent present their cases on stage, persuading with wicked wisdom and wisecracks. I imagine this is from Disney.
Yeah, it is.
Will you be swayed by their hijinks and humor? It's a spellbinding show with moving music and most memorable finale, where you help decide who has been treated the most unfairly. So it's like a trial?
Not a trial. It's just, as the audience, you're supposed to hear them state their case.
Yeah, you're the jury. You're watching a trial. Did they have the Law and Order music that played?
Dun, dun. No.
That'd been a good point.
Sorry.
They should have done that.
So I actually really liked this show. It was great. Lots of screens, like you said, the magic mirror, and they're all trapped in there. So you do see that sometimes, but it's screens that using projections basically. And there's like, each one is like a different size frame, and they're all kind of like on the front of the stage. It's hard to explain, but if I don't know, can you put a picture here in the video? No. Okay. There's a picture. Hopefully you're looking at it right now, and you can see the frames that are around the top of the stage and onto the sides. But there's lots of projections, lots of screens. There's only 3 live actors in the whole thing. Everything else is on video. So like you see Cruella de Vil, you see Captain Hook, and you see Maleficent. And those are the 3 villains that are, as Jared said, on trial. Not really, but we're evaluating them to see which has been treated the most unfairly. We also see Hades, we see Jafar, we see Evil Queen, all as physical people, like actors, but they're on video.
Interesting.
So it's like it's still scripted on video, but they're not physically there. Okay. Many other villains do appear, and I mean, like ones that you wouldn't think of, like the Big Bad Wolf. Like, okay, there he is. Just a bunch of villains will show up in the show.
Did Dr. Facilier show up?
I actually didn't notice if I saw him or not. I'd have to go back and watch again. But yeah, so the whole thing is the Cruella de Vil is the first one, comes out. She states her case. She's quippy. She's funny. She sings a song. Same thing for Captain Hook, and same thing for Maleficent. And they do use the screen and physical effects together to make it almost kind of like a seamless transition. And they all use the stage in different ways. It's very entertaining. If you do this show, I would sit back in the very back if you can, or in the couple rows back, because if you sit too close, you're going to be like moving your head back and forth quite a bit because there's a lot to see. So if you sit farther back, you won't have to do that. You can take in a lot at the same time.
Now did they change the seating in here where it's not on bleachers? It's like chair backs?
They gutted this theater. It's completely different.
Okay.
So when you first walked in, you kind of went through this little lobby area, and you saw that big 95, remember, in the front?
I do.
And then went past it. Okay. So the stage is set up to the left.
Okay.
And the seats are facing to the left. It's just like regular movie theater seating.
Okay.
So it's all different. It's completely different. So music was really good. The actors were great. I would see this show more than I would probably Little Mermaid.
Okay.
It was funny. Like there were a lot of funny parts, and anything I don't know, the stories as much, or the show as much as like Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid is more predictable because I've seen that movie. But this is a little more refreshing. Yeah, I would definitely watch this again.
Did
sure.
Captain Hook get into the fact that he's actually not a villain?
No, Jared, he did not.
As his lawyer.
In fact, he what?
I said, as his lawyer, I would advise him he should tell the people about how Peter Pan is actually the villain of the story, and he's just trying to get order.
Okay.
So I think he has been treated the most unfairly.
Well, I'm wondering, and I didn't actually look into this, but I wonder if depending on the audience, is a different villain picked every time?
I don't know.
That's a great question because ours was Maleficent by the Claps.
Well, I'm sure, it may just be they may do.
But do they change it every time?
I guess it could be dependent on the audience reaction.
I think most people will pick Maleficent. She's kind of, I don't know if she has more time on the stage. It felt like she did, but I think she's more of a more popular character than Captain Hook or Cruella de Vil. But again, I don't know.
Well, I mean, Captain Hook, I would say Cruella de Vil is the worst because she just wants to kill puppies. I mean, it doesn't get much worse than that.
Yeah.
And Captain Hook is just trying to get rid of Peter Pan, which I would say let him do that.
You know what I was surprised about too is they were kind of featuring a lot of quote unquote legacy villains.
Mm-hmm.
These are older villains, like nobody super current.
Yeah.
You know, which is, that's whatever. It's just interesting to think about. Like no Ursula, obviously.
Right. Well, she gets taken out in the Little Mermaid show.
That's true.
So she can't show up.
So she can't be over here. You're so right.
Do they have Gaston?
No guess. Well, he does show up on the mirrors.
How? He's gone.
You're supposed to exist. It's existing in a dimension where they are still existing.
I think it means Gaston didn't die when he fell off the cliff, and he gets a redemption arc because he's really not the villain of that story.
Oh, dear.
Just saying.
Okay.
I would make a great villain lawyer.
Okay. Well, this is also 18-minute runtime, and it is show times that are posted. So it doesn't have a continuous runtime. But this is in the same place that, again, Jared mentioned the old Lightning McQueen Racing Academy was in. And I could see, like, this will be one of those things where you can see, like, okay, how are people responding to the villains? Especially with this, like, do they like these villains specifically? Are they going to change it out and do different villains in the future? Because all of the I would not say decorations, but all the screens, all the colors, all the designs of each villain were all screens.
Interesting.
So you could easily switch out one of them. So
Right.
if you're like, hey, people aren't feeling Captain Hook, let's put,
Peter Pan. Yeah.
Okay, Jerry.
Agreed.
Let's put another
The
villain
Beast.
in there.
Agreed.
Let's put Scar in there or something.
Scar is Scar is awesome.
Yeah. So like, there's a lot of possibilities there, which is pretty cool.
I feel like it's kind of testing a bit for Villains Land. They're trying to get an idea of like who is a more popular villain. Because there are some question marks at how they will do Villains Land.
Yeah.
But
this will definitely stick around for a couple of years.
I think the way they've done this theater does, not that I'm trying to give people false hope, but if you're a Muppets fan and hoping that Disney keeps Muppet Vision 3D into the parks, this is a potential landing spot for it. If they did set it up in a theater, and someone said it has a very similar amount of seats as Muppet Vision 3D did, it could make its way back over there because it's in the same area where Muppets are taking over Rock and Roller Coaster. So I don't think, although I will say Villains is not going to be done well into 2030. So if you're hoping for that, it's going to be a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it could happen.
But yeah, so those are the two shows. Like I said, I think I enjoyed the Villains show better than Little Mermaid. I did do Villains first, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it.
Recency bias, you think?
Maybe? I don't know.
You're not objective.
I'm trying to be.
Just kidding.
But I enjoyed both shows. Like both shows were really good, and I think that it's a good thing that we have two new things to do at Hollywood Studios. But I enjoyed Villains better than Little Mermaid.
Okay.
So.
All right. Sounds good. Well, thank you for the show review.
You're welcome.
Or shows review.
Yeah.
In
no
plural.
problem.
All right, let's talk about some of the food that you tried.
Okay.
So we're gonna go. These are snack foods.
These are all snackies. Snacky snacks.
Snackies.
Snacky snacks.
I forgot you have names for all your snack foods.
Snacky snacks. So the first thing we tried was, we had to have some snacky snacks for our line while we were waiting for the Villain show. So we decided to go to Hollywood Scoops And my mom got this. She got the Cruella Ice Cream Sundae, which is an annual pass holder exclusive. And this is cookies and cream ice cream topped with chocolate syrup, whipped cream, red sprinkles, and mini chocolate chips served in a house-made chocolate waffle bowl dipped in white chocolate and red sprinkles for $8.79. She didn't like this a lot.
Really?
She said it was just okay. She's like, it was definitely not worth $9.
Yeah. Although ice cream prices are kind of out of control.
Yeah. She's
Not
like,
only at Disney, I'm talking in general out there.
yeah.
Like Stone Cold Creamery, like a small is almost like $7.
Yeah, it is. It has gone up for sure. Now the presentation of the waffle cone and everything was cool. Like it was, basically gray, black, white, and red, which is Cruella. So it fit the theming, if you will. But she said she wouldn't get this again for $9. I was like, that's fair. That's fair. But it was refreshing because it was hot that day.
Well, true. And
then next door to Hollywood Scoops at Fairfax Fair, I got the Hawaiian roller coaster ride drink. And this is Dole pineapple juice, white cranberry juice with a splash of blue, is it curacao? I think so.
I think it's Sirocco.
Sirocco?
Or Curacao?
It's curacao.
Oh, Curacao, whatever.
I think it's curacao.
Okay. I was thinking Ciroc. Never mind. I was wrong.
I think it's curacao syrup topped with a flour, and that's $5.49. This was so delicious. A lot you can taste the pineapple mostly, but it does have a little flour on top, and it was very Stitch. Let's just say that.
Okay.
Very refreshing. So if you like cranberry, you like pineapple, this is a good one. It's going to try. And it was big. Like it was a good size for the price.
Which is what, $5.49?
$5.49.
Okay.
And I don't know how long this is sticking around. I think till the end of the month. But it's a Stitch featured drink to promote the movie. So not too long.
Gotcha. I realized, by the way, I said Ciroc. That's like I bet that's banned now because that was Diddy's drink, I think.
Oh, let's not talk about that.
I'm guessing that's banned now.
Okay.
I don't even know.
All right.
If you drink Ciroc, you're not wanted in places, I would guess.
Okay. And then over in Grab and Goof in Communicore Plaza, this was so you know where Festival Favorites is at the Communicore Plaza? That little food booth that's set up outside?
I'm familiar.
You're familiar? Okay. Well, they transformed that because there's no festival going on into Grab and Goof, and they basically put some very kid-friendly food and drinks here that you can try. And just FYI, this is part of the Goofy Core area, the Cool Kids Summer Takeover thing. Goofy Core is in Communicore Hall, which is inside, and that's where we've got like DJ set up with like games, sing-alongs, activities for kids between the age of, most of the things are like 5 to 12. Now, there's some stuff for very, very little ones, but they basically said like adults are not allowed to participate.
Which is good. I think, honestly, in many ways, it's a anti-influencer area.
Possibly. I'm like, these were actual signs on the wall as you walk in. So hopefully people are abiding by that. But it's very kid friendly, and it looks like an area, especially because when we went in, we just wanted some AC and to be able to try some of the food. But there were a lot of families that were just sitting on the floor. The like babies and like little ones were playing on the floor, able to run around. Like, kids don't like to be in a stroller all day at Disney, in and out of a stroller. Sometimes they just want to run around on a place where they can feel like safe and they're not like burning up outside. So this is a great opportunity to do that. So.
Although I would like to be pushed around in a stroller most of the day.
Well, don't we all? Don't we all? Those adult strollers.
I think those are called wheelchairs.
Oh, are they? Okay.
I would like one more stylish, perhaps. But
okay, Jared. Yeah. But yeah, for babies and little ones too, they also have like little mats you can take out and.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So
I mean, I like areas that are just for kids. I mean, it sounds crazy, but there should be more stuff like that around the parks.
And, they have the dancers, like the cast member performers that are out there, but Goofy was out there too. So he comes out occasionally.
Well, it is his hall.
It is his hall. Let's talk about the food at Grab and Goof. So we got the 3 food items. We did not get the drink. We were going to Geo 82 later a couple hours later. So we're like, we're not going to get any drinks. We'll just get the food. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the mac and cheese bites. This was $5.50 for 5 pieces, 5 bites. And this is served with ranch.
God's dressing of choice.
Yes, Jared. Again, $5.50 for this. It was just basically Kraft mac and cheese fried in like a little ball.
So not that great.
I did not like this at all.
Oh, okay.
I took a bite of it. I was like, But again, I'm not a mac and cheese person. I think our son would like it. He loves Kraft mac and cheese. And it was a little bit creamier, a little bit cheesier than just the regular mac and cheese. But I had a couple bites and I was like, I'm done. So I give this a 3 out of 10.
I still think Kraft mac and cheese fresh is solid. It's not like the best mac and cheese you'll ever have, but it is still pretty good. It's not good heated up.
No. Yeah, I didn't feel this. And then we also had the pepperoni And we also had the pepperoni pizza ravioli, which was $6 for 5 pieces, and it came with pizza sauce with it, or like marinara sauce. And it was basically like bits and pieces of pepperoni, and I don't think there was sausage in there. I think it was just pepperoni and like herbs and spices, and it was not like a paste, but like it was all mixed together. It kind of felt like a pizza roll, but it was in a ravioli casing.
So a fancy pizza roll.
Kind of. Yeah. I gave this a better score. I put it a 5.5 out of 10. I personally want to get this again, but if you want a pizza roll or a pepperoni pizza ravioli or something like this, just go over to Magic Kingdom and get a spring roll at the spring roll cart.
Are you at it with your spring roll cart propaganda again?
Here I am. Because it's like, if that's what you really want, like a pepperoni pizza kind of thing, do that. But again, kids might love this. I don't know. If this isn't for an adult, it's more geared for kids, then they might like it. But I did enjoy the cookies and cream ravioli.
That sounds gross.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not gross. This was $5.50 for 5 pieces, and it comes with a marshmallow cream that you can dip in. So it's basically like Oreo ravioli. So it's like they took an Oreo and mushed it together to make like a chocolate cake kind of consistency, or like a cake pop, and put it into a ravioli. And they drizzled chocolate sauce on the outside and like cookie crumbles on the outside, and you dip it in the marshmallow cream sauce. It was good.
Okay.
It was really good. I got a 7 out of 10.
Mentally, I'm having a hard time picturing it.
Okay. Well, I'll send you some pics and you can look at it. But we ate all of these. We left the mac and cheese and the pepperoni pizza ravioli. A couple of those left, but we ate all of the cookies and cream ravioli. So I figure, if you're gonna get something, I would recommend doing the cookies and cream ravioli.
See, if I was there, I would have eaten all the food, even if it wasn't that good.
Okay, Jared.
No food goes to waste. Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying that's what happened. So that was our favorite, the cookies and cream ravioli for sure. So, and we didn't get any of the drinks. There's like a gone fishing drink, I think, and it comes with like gummy worms or gummy sharks or fish or something. And we didn't get that, but it did look good. So
Okay.
there you go. There's our review of those food items.
Well, all right. There we go. That has been Jamie Tales.
Jamie Tales.
Her journeys, which shall continue. We will talk about them at a later date. Jared Tales is a whole different thing. One of these days. All right. Well, we're going to move on to listing or talking about our favorite show in each park. Because my favorite thing to do is rank musicals. I am a massive musical fan. I know it in and out. I sing them all the time.
They're not all musicals, bro.
Well, most. You know what I mean.
Okay.
I'm kidding. Although I will say, I hate Hamilton. I think it's terrible. The last show, or The Greatest Showman, not bad.
Okay.
It's decent.
It's decent.
Got Wolverine being in I don't know why Wolverine's in a circus, but hey, it actually fits into Wolverine's lore as well. Because he's been alive since like the 1600s or whatever. So,
oh my gosh, you were so random right now.
No, I'm just saying. Wolverine is in The Greatest Showman. It's a pretty good musical, and therefore, okay.
Okay.
That's the only one I've seen that I like, though. But all right. Magic Kingdom, what is your favorite show in the Magic Kingdom?
So I hate Country Bears. Sorry, I don't hate it.
Oh, you should hate it more.
I just don't care for it. Enchanted Tiki Room. I don't care for that one either. Mickey's Flower Magic. Okay, I like that show. Hall of Presidents. Meh. I think I've done it once in the last couple of years, and that's it. So my favorite's Carousel of Progress.
I'll agree. It has history behind it.
I mean, it's technically, I guess it could be technically called a ride.
I mean, I think it's more of
but it's a show.
It's like a show ride.
It's a show ride.
I mean, technically, it's a show, but you're moving on a platform, which makes it kind of a ride. But
can you make a Carousel of Progress shirt?
Can I?
Yes. I would like to have a Carousel of Progress shirt.
What would you like the shirt to say?
Carousel of Progress.
Well.
Or something like that.
I love What's your unique point about the shirt? Just the name.
I want or something about it, or like Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow, or something like that. I would like to wear a shirt like that.
I will work on that.
Thank you. But yeah, that's my favorite. It's probably a nostalgia thing. You know, I've liked it since I was a kid. I'm 40 now, so a long time.
You don't have to dox yourself like that.
That's all right.
I'm 27.
People know. That's weird. Don't say you're 27. That makes me feel weird.
Why?
Because that means you were like a teenager when our kids
Listen,
were born.
You saw what you wanted at a young age. It's fine. You can name your own age too. I'm not going to be holden to your age just because what you put it at.
No, he's older than me. Just so you know. Well,
not mentally.
So is Carousel of Progress your favorite too?
Yeah, I mean the history behind it. It's a great spot for a nap.
Mm-hmm.
This is also where I saw your dad take a tumble in here.
I did not see this.
Got some funny moments a couple summers ago.
Oh, no.
Well, it didn't take a tumble. Your dad is very confident on his scooter that he needs.
Oh.
And he was in there and somehow accidentally hit the accelerator and ran into the stage.
Oh, gosh.
And I acted like I didn't know who he was.
Did you?
I was just like, well, I don't know who that guy is. Because your sister and her husband in there as well were all just like, I don't know who that guy is.
Sounds like my dad.
Yeah, it was a funny part. But no, I like the show. It's a nice. I hope it never goes away. It's one where I do worry about them removing it. But
I mean, it's not in Disneyland anymore.
I know.
So
it probably, honestly, given stuff, it's probably on borrowed time. And I will chain myself to the front of it.
Well, obviously, they're not going to really update it.
They updated it a little bit.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's just such a big jump from 1940s to supposedly now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like 80 years.
It's kind of nice, like with our daughter goes through there and she's like, was it really like that? I'm like, yeah. Like just, seeing the perspective of time and things. So it's also educational in many ways.
A little bit. Yeah. A little bit.
So, all right. We agree on Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
Let's talk about EPCOT, where we have plenty here. So we've got Turtle Talk with Crush, Awesome Planet, Pixar Short Film Festival, the Canada Show. Why?
I don't know what it's called. I forgot.
Yeah, just call it the Canada Show.
That's what I'm going to call it.
It's whatever. I don't care to see it. Impressions de France, Beauty and the Beast Sing Along, American Adventure, and Reflections of China.
Is that all the shows in Epcot? Like I was thinking about it. I was like, I'm gonna miss one.
I think.
Okay. I think
I like to just call it Canada Show.
Is it Canada?
I don't know. We're just gonna call it Canada Show.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Canada.
I'm not that sorry. It's
okay. My favorite is Turtle Talk with Crush.
That's a good one. Interactive show.
It's different every time.
True.
Our kids love it. They love asking the questions. It's funny.
True.
I mean,
I like that show, but I'm gonna go with American Adventure
How did I know you were gonna
probably because you're married to me,
Probably.
but you get a little bit of history lesson in there.
Okay.
I think it's a good place now. It's an easy place to take a nap. You'll notice
Also
my
a nap.
shows also.
You're can I nap here?
If I'm not going to be into a show, can I at least take a nap? And I enjoy that about some of these. Turtle Talk with Crush, you can't really take a nap. Although I like that show. It's a cute show. But I will go with American Adventure. You get some Mark Twain in there. You get some Benjamin Franklin. You get some American history. You come out educated a bit more.
Okay.
And you might even get to run into the singers.
Voices of Liberty.
Voices of Liberty.
I do love them. I do love them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I wonder if you sing in the place where they sing, do you sound better?
Probably.
I'll try that
The
next time.
acoustics are amazing in there.
I mean, Good place to host a podcast from.
Let's talk to them about that.
Just
hey,
do it.
Can we just like borrow your rotunda?
You don't listen. You don't ask. You just ask for forgiveness. You just do it. You're like, I didn't know I couldn't do this.
I'm sorry. I just thought this was my place.
Like, sir, you have a roadcaster in here. Like, I'm sorry. There's no sign that says I can't.
Oh my.
Just saying. All right, let's move on to Hollywood Studios, which we just talked about a few of those. So we have The Little Mermaid, The Villains, Beauty and the Beast live on stage, Disney Junior Disney Junior Play and Dance, and Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular.
And Frozen Sing Along.
Yes. Oh, that was on that was underneath that. I'm sorry.
Yes.
That one's a very important one. Yeah.
Yes.
So what's your favorite one at Hollywood Studios?
So this one's harder for me. I think Hollywood Studios is the hardest one for me to decide which one was my favorite. Because they're all really good. Disney Junior Play and Dance, obviously, this kid focus.
My favorite.
That's not really on my top anything, but the other 5 are kind of up there. I mean, the Little Mermaid show and the new Villain show, I would say are my number 2 and 3 right now. And then probably Frozen Sing Along because it's just an enjoyable show, and then Beauty and the Beast. My number 1 is Indiana Jones. Epic Stunt Spectacular. Can I tell you why?
You chose wisely.
Oh, can I tell you why?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
So
Go ahead.
fine. All right. So a couple reasons. One, I love the Indiana Jones franchise. Like it's been a staple for almost my entire life, I think. And so I enjoy the whole thing. I like the fact that it's a stunt show. I like the fact that you get real physical effects. They still have the same stages or like the props and everything that's moved around. And like it's supposed to feel like you're actually like learning from these like stunt people and this like director. And like it's all still supposed to be like you're in the movies. It feels a lot like Universal, like what Universal would do a lot too, which I also like that part. And it's also like the final thing in this park that has anything to do with it being a studio.
Don't comment on that because they're going to remove it.
I don't think so. That show brings in the people. Like every show I feel like has so many people in the crowd. So I don't think it's going anywhere.
They should never touch this show.
Don't touch it.
And you said how you love Indiana Jones.
I do.
I do as well. Yeah. I wish Lucasfilm liked Indiana Jones themselves, but just saying. I put this as my number 1 also. This show's like, it's a great show. It's been a little bit. We went last summer, I think, for the first time in a few years.
Yeah.
And it was just as enjoyable as I remember. Like a lot of stuff going on. You get the cool scenes from obviously the Indiana Jones scenes, the iconic ones. You kind of get to see some of those.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Well, they took out some of the audience participation stuff though.
I'm okay with that part.
Okay. Well, the guy in the Hawaiian shirt that was just in the crowd.
Well, I mean, if they want to place people in there, it's like that's fine. But it's like I don't need to be involved in the show.
Okay.
I'm here to just watch.
Gotcha. But yeah, I've loved it. I've loved it forever. Again, a nostalgia play here, I'm sure.
It's also just it is a good stunt show.
Yeah.
Like it's nostalgia, but it's obviously based off of a very good franchise. And it's a solid show.
And like the choices for shows in this park, like I said, are solid. Like they're really good. Again, Disney Junior show, maybe not so much, but the other ones like are very entertaining. So like this is the park for shows for me.
Here's a question.
What is it? Tell me.
I will tell you.
Okay.
Do you think as a stunt show goes, Indiana Jones or Bourne Stuntacular in Universal Studios, which do you think is a better stunt show? Because they're both great.
I mean, I like them both. I don't know. I can't decide.
Is it a tie?
It's a tie right now. It's a tie. I probably Indiana Jones because I like the franchise better.
I was going to say, I think the thing for me, the tipping point is liking Indiana Jones more.
Yeah.
But they're both, like they're different shows, but they're both.
There's no screens. There's no screens in Indiana Jones.
True, but the screens they do on Bourne are very well done.
Right. I just mean it like harkens back to like a different time.
It harkens back to like old school movie making.
Yeah. That's probably partly why I like it too.
which is when they used to make good movies in Hollywood.
Like, I actually like want to go watch it again.
Yeah, I would go see it
Like,
again.
for sure.
Our kids like it too.
They do.
I think honestly, Frozen Sing Along is a solid show. Like our kids have always enjoyed doing that,
Yes.
and I don't mind that show.
Right.
It's actually really entertaining.
Yeah. And Beauty and the Beast live on stage, I saw it for the first time last year in a long time. And I was like, this is a great show too. Like everything, it's just solid choices.
Would you include Phantasmic in this, or is that more of a nighttime?
That's like a nighttime thing.
Because I
wouldn't
still
call
would
that a
prefer.
show.
I would still prefer Indiana Jones over that.
Over Phantasmic?
Well, Phantasmic is okay, but it is such a pain in the neck to get in and out of that theater.
Yeah. I
It
mean,
is.
I wasn't including that because it's like a nighttime spectacular
Right. I was just asking because
thing.
I think some
guess
people
I should
may.
have.
I mean, I still choose Indiana Jones, so
Okay.
at least for me.
I like Phantasmic. But if you're asking me what nighttime thing I want to do, I wouldn't choose to go see that. I would be happily ever after. Let's go over there. Let's go watch that.
Yeah, if it wasn't such a pain to get in and out of there, I'd probably do it more. I just don't want to mess with that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got to go on a long pilgrimage back there.
Yeah. I guess we should do a blanket statement here. This is not including nighttime like fireworks or parades or anything like that.
Blanket laid.
Okay. Thank
You
you.
have laid that blanket.
Yes.
All right, let's move on to Animal Kingdom. Don't have many shows in here. You have Finding Nemo show, Festival of the Lion King, and Feathered Friends in Flight.
And I think that's it. But it doesn't matter.
I mean, you have a little bit of that show. Again, it's a nighttime
yeah.
show.
My
like,
favorite is Festival of the Lion King.
I agree.
Bar none.
Yeah, I agree.
That's one of the best. Like, I know it's a musical based, Jared.
It is, but it actually is my favorite show at Disney.
It's so good.
Well, I think I like Indiana
Disney?
Jones more. I think Indiana Jones and it would be Festival of the Lion King.
It's the opposite for me. Mine would be Festival of the Lion King. Like, there's just so many aspects of that show and so many talented performers that I'm just like, I mean, the singers alone are so good. I love it.
And they have
I love
monkeys that fly up and down and do stuff.
The flying monkey, or the not flying monkeys. That's from Wizard of Oz. What do they call them? Oh, I forgot.
I just call them the monkeys.
Yeah.
You talking about they do trapeze stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just jump
Okay.
on trampolines and stuff.
Yeah. Those guys are really good. Really good. And then the bird, the dances and the ribbon thing.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, I love that show.
It's a good show.
That's good.
Very consistent show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, here's another question.
Okay.
Do you think a better show is Festival of the Lion King or Untrainable Dragon? The newer show that's in Isle of Burke and Epic Universe.
Ooh. I don't know. I've seen Festival of the Lion King so many times, but I've only seen Untrainable Dragon once.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to see the new one more to answer your question.
Okay. For me, I think Untrainable Dragon is the best musical type show in a theme park I've ever seen.
Oh, okay.
It's amazing.
I mean, like I said, yeah, I very much enjoy it. Is it better than Festival of the Lion King? I mean, it's just different. It's different.
It is a different show, but you
Yeah.
have dragons and Vikings.
You have dragons and Vikings.
And they have a
and
flying
animals.
dragon in the show.
Yeah.
Doesn't take anything away. I love Festival of the Lion King, but
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot more variety and competition when it comes to theme park shows nowadays, which I think is good.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
So, all right.
Yep.
Yep. I don't know what that was, but okay.
Okay.
There we go. All right. Well, that was our list. So our favorite shows in each park, Magic Kingdom, Carousel Progress was unanimous. At Epcot, Jimmy went with Turtle Talk with Crush.
Mm-hmm.
I went with the right answer of American Adventure.
You stop it right now.
Hollywood Studios.
Stop it right now.
We both said Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Stacular. That is a weird. I hate when they do that.
Stunt spectacular.
Oh, well, I was doing the Bourne thing, wasn't I? Where they say
You said stuntacular.
that's what they called in the Bourne show, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I can't also read. That's not a strong suit of mine. And then Animal Kingdom, we both said Festival of the Lion King.
So if you're listening or watching, what's your favorite show at Disney World?
Let us know.
Tell us
somehow.
in the comments or
Send us a letter via post mail,
Yeah.
and we'll read
Post mail.
it. I don't know. Post office? I don't know.
Email. Electronic mail.
Or just in the comments on YouTube.
That's
if
fine
you're
too.
watching there.
That works
So,
too.
Yeah.
Social media is good.
There we go. All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for the show.
Okay.
All the show stuff we want to talk about, we talked about here. So be sure to follow us on social media. We're at Captain Magic everywhere, including YouTube. We're over there on that channel. I have daily videos about theme parks and pop culture. and just almost at 13,000 subs over there. So go join over there. We also do live streams and different shows and stuff over there as well. So it's a fun time. Go check that out. And of course, you want video versions of this show, check us out over at CTM Podcast, where you can watch us instead of just listen, or do both, whatever you'd like to do. And then we also have some other shows on the network. We have the CTM Universal show where we talk about Universal Studios. And we just had one come out on Tuesday. And that one, we went over some news, Rip Ride Rocket being replaced, Halloween Horror Nights, and then we ranked our favorite Epic Universe rides. So obviously a lot of Epic Universe content will be over there. You can check that out. Jamie also has Trip Tales, which is her trip report show. And what's the schedule like that looking like over there?
It's coming out on Monday. Monday. So if you want to be a future guest on Trip Tales, you go to ctmtriptales.com. Fill out your information about your trip. Let me know.
Okay.
Yep.
And Jamie will let you know if she wants you to be on there.
That's right.
And I've never been on there.
Never will.
Jamie doesn't. You never will?
Never
What if I go
will.
on a cool trip?
I mean,
Without you?
Without me.
I'm not allowed to go without you?
I mean, really? Okay.
Wait, is it that I won't or I can't?
You won't.
Why don't you think I will?
You want me to come with you.
Well, I do. But apparently you don't want me to go with
See?
you.
What are you talking about?
You went without me with last week.
Do you have a mother that's obsessed with Disney? Because I do.
I don't.
That's why.
I don't. Fair enough.
But I was going to also say, my sister is coming in to Florida with her kids, and I'm taking our kids and going to Disney for a couple of days, in 2 weeks actually. We're staying at Fort Wilderness Cabins, the new DVC cabins, the IKEA in the woods, if you will. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna be checking those out, so I'm excited about that and doing all the kids stuff. And she's super excited, and the kids are excited. So it'll be good for a little cousin time.
Well, that is good. And of course, if you want to get more content, you want to contribute to the show, you like what we do around here, you can look at joining our own little group here we call Club 32. It's kind of like our own Patreon, but we host it on our own end. And in there, we have additional content. We have live streams, weekly live streams. In fact, as of recording tonight, we have one tonight that we're going to do. We also have more shows and content that you can check out. We have a private podcast feed where we put the shows and live streams on there, plus music loops that from the parks. I'm going to put the Epic Universe ones on there as well. So people that want to check those out, you can. A lot of people like to listen to those while they're doing work and things. So those are there all the time. We also have 20% off of CTM apparel and 1901 Candle Company products. We have 2 meetups per year and a Facebook group. So if you got questions about trips or anything like that, or just random stuff you just think is funny, you can post in there as well. And we get to interact a little bit more in there with everybody there. You can check that out. So if you want to be a part of that, you can go to ctmvip.com. And we have monthly or yearly options. If you do the yearly, you get a free t-shirt. If you want to do the monthly, you can even do a free trial to make sure you know it's for you before you commit going all in for, well, you're just paying by month. No contracts or anything like that. But if you want to check that out, again, go to ctmvip.com. And if you'd like to join, we would love to have you. So, all right, well, that's going to do it for the show. So thank you, everybody, for listening and or watching. And thank you, Jamie, for joining us.
Thank you.
And as Jamie always likes to say,
we will see you in the parks.
Bye.